All right, wrestling fans, we're going on a little voyage here, and I'm going down this dusty road because I want to make a point. You know, we're all on this dusty road of professional wrestling, whether it's as a fan or a podcaster or even a wrestler or, God forbid, a promoter. And we all think we have it worked out. We all think we know what's best for wrestling. And, you know, if only they listened to me, we all think. If only these goddamn wrestling promotions would listen to me and my ideas and my podcast and all this shit. Well, I'm here to tell you, folks, and some of you know this already and some of you don't. A lot of my frustration, but not all of it. I mean, I think I would be frustrated with the wrestling, WWE especially, with all the crap that they do and their politics and everything else. And, you know, somebody was upset with me because I was talking politics, because I mentioned that there are better things in the world to worry about than a certain wrestling angle when people are starving and there's wars developing. And the guy said, don't keep your politics out of it. And, you know, I said to him, look, this is not politics. This is not left wing, right wing. This is reality. Look at these donkeys. Okay? So these donkeys are more intelligent than a lot of wrestling fans. I mean, these donkeys, they know that they're donkeys and they enjoy being a donkey. And this horse knows that he's a horse, or she's a horse. A little mini horse. I like the little mini horse. So the point of the matter is this, folks. You see that nice mini horse? We can't think that these wrestling people give a fuck about us. And one of the reasons why I'm so angry, the angry wrestling fan, and I tried to quit, I tried to get away, but you guys wouldn't let me. You guys demanded that I stick around for a while. So I appreciate that, because you know I'm talking sense. So the thing is, when I applied to the WWE as a creative writer in 2007 and was not hired, and they mocked me, they laughed at me, and that's a long fucking story, okay? But I had a better wrestling angle, storyline that they could still be using year in and fucking year out, with adaptations and modifications and so forth. And you're going to tell me that the WWE is pursuing Joey Ryan for an NXT contract, and the WWE is slaughtering talent, basically not killing them, but slaughtering their characters. And the WWE is doing these political deals, okay? And Impact is having this wrestler's court segment, which is abhorrent. So Joey Ryan's having Colt Cabana on his knees, kissing his penis. And I guess that's another thing I should talk about, because other people are ignoring it. Mike, what do you think of this Colt Cabana thing? And obviously, it's a liaison. It's a discussion point from Lars Sullivan. Okay? So people are wondering, Mike, are you avoiding this topic? Why haven't you spoken of this topic? And so now I'm going to speak about it. Obviously, Lars Sullivan, I don't want to say has issues, but maybe he does, and maybe as a way of justifying what he did, you know, who knows? He figures if he gets paid for it, meaning the recipient of a blowjob from another man, if he got paid for it, what doesn't count is maybe the thinking with this guy. Because then he puts on all these anti-gay rhetoric and so forth, and bigoted, look at all these nice horses. So I can just say that, look, if the guy, he probably has an issue, he probably is a closeted homosexual, and he used the justification of getting the money as a way to experiment and to find himself, and look, that's fine, you know, but the problem is when you couple that with these anti-gay rhetorics and racist things and things about Stephanie McMahon from these weightlifting blogs 10, 15 years ago, it doesn't paint a portrait of someone that's sympathetic. That being said, I know that the WWE has these things with their talent. When they sign the talent, they ask you, and Bruce Pritchard's talked about this, the WWE says, do you have anything in your past that we should know about if it comes up? meaning pornography. And look, not to throw people under the bus here, but Mickie James, the beautiful Mickie James, who everyone loves, had some risque photographs in her past. Other wrestlers have done, whether it's Maurice doing Playboy things or whatever the fucks, other people have done other things which would not possibly be something that people would care to have on their roster. Now, this gay porn stuff, who knows? I mean, in a different era, WWF, early, mid-'80s might have been welcomed, okay? And do I have to go there? Maybe I do. We're talking Mel Phillips. We're talking accusations. And some might say, well, Mike, those are just accusations, blah, blah, blah. Well, you figure the fuck it out, okay? You talk about the Gorilla Monsoon, obviously knew something because Gorilla was laying hints left and right when he was talking about the Terry Garvin fan club, okay? I didn't invent that. Look up Terry Garvin fan club and see what you see, okay? So, that's it, folks. Thinking that this WWE has got this wonderful, clean promotion is naivete, it's ignorance, it's stupidity. Thinking that Lars Sullivan, who knows? I mean, what I do feel bad for the guy, Lars Sullivan, all jokes aside, because 1,000 memes later, the guy has to live, the guy has to make money. And yes, did he post some asshole-ish statements? Yes. Does he have an inner conflict? Probably. But did he kill anyone? No. As far as we know, he didn't. And I'm not being facetious. I'm saying that he didn't kill anybody. Did he physically assault anyone outside the wrestling world? Kayfabe? No, we don't know that he did. He said stupid things. He did things. Whatever his motivation to explore his sexuality, his homosexuality, if he is a bona fide homosexual, meaning that he's homosexual by choice, not by desperation for money. If he did that and he felt bad about it or he felt weird about it, I hope the guy does not do anything irrational, meaning harm himself. There's been reports years ago that he had issues. If the WWE is smart, if the WWE was smart, they would take these issues with Lars Sullivan and turn it into a goddamn storyline, and he'd be on The View and everything else. Same thing with AEW. If they were smart, they'd take Nyla Rose and get her on The View, and Whoopi Goldberg and Meghan McCain could debate should Nyla Rose wrestle Britt Baxter and so forth. But these wrestling promotions don't have any courage anymore in their storytelling. They don't have any fucking balls. They don't have anyone intelligent like Mike Messier writing the goddamn storylines or pushing the goddamn envelope like a Vince Russo did a generation before. So what you're basically seeing is goo. You're seeing clay that's not molded. You're seeing crap. And if you want to sit there and watch 3 hours of Raw, which I didn't watch last night, I watched about 3 minutes of Raw. I saw Brock and Heyman on there, and I turned it off. I said, fuck them both. I don't need to see this dog shit anymore. It's just dog shit. It's not worth my time. If you want to waste your time watching Raw, go ahead. Other people, the General over at No DQ, doesn't like AEW. That's fine. People have different things they like and they don't like. Frank and Jimmy always fucking rails on WWE creative, yet he's still watching, and I'm trying to help that guy. Other wrestling fans, Andy Miller and so forth, they all, the Shane McKennas, they try to be positive, but I mean, it's just so much negative. I'm not negative, I just call it the way I see it.